Hey guys, how you going? Thanks for checking out this Battlefield 2040. Oh wait, this is BattleBit. Sorry, looking at the textures, I got a bit confused between the games. This is BattleBit, not the Battlefield 2042 that we got a couple of years ago that was absolute dog water. This game might have similar textures, but I'll tell you what, is none of the jank that made Battlefield 2042 one of my most hated games. BattleBit is the Battlefield game you have been waiting for. Now the game is in early access. They had run a couple of alpha playtests in the kind of, I don't even know, but I remember playing some of the alpha playtests maybe 6 months ago. And now they've released onto Steam in early access. And I've got to say, this is one of the most polished early access games I've played. Oh yes! God damn, this is so good. Why does this feel so clean? I don't think I've run into a single bug the entire time I've been playing. No, I've never been one to be too bothered about graphics. Yeah, I could admire a game that has good graphical fidelity, but for me, it's all about the gameplay, and this is where BattleBit absolutely nails it. I'm bleeding, I need help. Yes, yeah buddy. Yeah buddy. Thanks man. Shit. It feels on point, it feels responsive, it feels relatively balanced for a game that's in early access. I mean, they've had playtests, but you feel like a sniper is deadly, but if you see a glint of a sniper scope in the distance, I don't think it's instant death. I think I've got a decent chance of survival when I see that. Where's the teammate? Come on. Oh no, I'm dying so quick. Is that because I got revived so many times? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, man.
Fear not, I got you.
Oh no!
Shit.
Insurance! Ah!
No!
You would have seen some of the time to kill in there with the assault rifles. It feels like a good balance. Your snipers can land one-shot headshots or two shots to the body. Feels strong, doesn't feel overpowered. It's hard to hit shots when people are on the run. If you're landing consistent shots on the run, you're an absolute maniac. But if you find other snipers like I am here, easy to land quick head taps, but it's exactly the same on you too. A BattleBit runs off a class system, just like Battlefield. You've got your assault class, your medics, your support class, your engineers, and your snipers. Obviously, if you played a Battlefield game, you know exactly what they do. Your medics can kind of revive anyone. You can generally revive anyone depending on who you are, but you only get a limited amount of those. Medics get an absolute ton. Thanks, paraplegic. Thank you. I appreciate it. Engineers get your rocket launcher, demolisher style equipment so they can take out buildings and vehicles. And your support class give you extra ammo. They usually have the LMGs, so you've got larger mags so they can throw down some suppressing fire. It's well balanced. It's a good system. I did find the assault class. I kind of moved away from that because I found I could use the same weapons as a medic, like the assault rifles. You're not limited to using SMGs as a medic or anything like that. And I kind of felt like the assault class might be a bit on the weak side. I'd rather just be a medic so I can heal myself. No other class can do that. But I don't know, to each their own.
Thank you. My bad. I tried. No, it's okay. I'm dying. Thank you, brother.
Oh no! Oh no! Now I've got to say, for me, it's just the moment-to-moment gameplay. It's absolutely fire. You can do night rounds like this one where everyone's wearing night vision goggles and the world's got this green tone. You got this desert map. It's just, I don't know how to explain. This game was such a breath of fresh air. Everything being released at the moment is absolute dog shit. It's released in a buggy state. It's missing features. This game has everything you're coming for. It's got stats that you can track in the main menu. Got a working scoreboard, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that the modes include a 242 player match. I think it's like 127 people per side. Just the look down. It's honestly the most fun I've had in a long time. Oh shit. All right, let's take that. Oh. Yeah, I'm already dead, my dude. Ooh, load out. We got new. If you like me and want something to chase in your games, this game has a ton of attachments to all the guns. As you can see there, it requires kills. There's also a ton, an absolute ton of skins. Like, just look at them all. Just look at them all. There's prestiges. Like, getting all these is going to take a long amount of time, but this is the kind of stuff I love chasing in a shooter. It gives me something to strive towards, something to work towards for, I mean, each gun might be kind of insane, but I know that some of you Call of Duty kids out there love a good diamond skin or whatever the hell they do now on them. It's goddamn good. Now, the weapon customization is pretty deep. I mean, it's all just stat differences, but it's like any game. I'm pretty happy with it. The scopes really feel different. It feels like you can really change a gun to be a completely different. You can do a complete 180 on a gun, take it from being a close range beast to something more akin to like a marksman rifle and shoot long range. Games like this live and die by their community. So far this one, it's early days, but it's pretty positive. What are you trying to do, buddy? Can I help you out? Are you trying to heal me? Yeah? Press 5. Yep, and then, yeah, there you go. There you go. That took me a little while to get, I'll be honest. I struggled with the same thing. Good luck. Honestly, I could talk about this game for days. I've been trying to convince all my friends to get it. It's an absolute wild game. Yeah, I mean, if you've seen it, you may have already seen stuff around this game. It was topping Steam's charts for a while. I don't think it beat CSGO. Come on, what's going to beat CSGO and concurrent players? But it had a ton of concurrent players and shot right up there. This is sold like absolute hotcakes. So get amongst it. That's all I can say. It's so snappy. It feels so good. I haven't even touched on vehicle combat. There's helis, there's tanks, there's your people carriers with an MG on the top. I've never been a big vehicle guy in Battlefield games. I know some people absolutely love playing in the tanks. I don't mind it. I prefer the ground gameplay, but hey, look, it's there if you want it. It does all feel balanced. I've got to say, I've run around a little bit in the tank. I've obviously taken out a few with RPGs like we saw earlier in the video. Again, really well balanced, really well done. And this game just has so many of those moments. I think when they marketed Battlefield 2042, they tried to market it as stuff that only happens in Battlefield. Those moments, right, that just feel absolutely insane. Like this here, rappelling down from a helicopter as they fly into the battlefield. You got the miniguns going overhead. You land in a rocky outcrop with your sniper for some reason, and then you just start popping heads. It's just perfect. Like, you just don't get this in many games, and BattleBit has nailed it. You can see the destructible environments there. Destruction level is good. I'd like to see it a bit more. I always think back to the days of Red Faction Guerrilla on PS3. It must have been back then. That level of destruction was just epic. But you can see you can block out, or you can blow out windows, I should say. You can blow out walls. Really changes the battlefield over time. I find that in the large scale battles, by the end of a round, so many of the buildings are just completely blown out. But for the smaller battles, the 32 versus 32, it's a lot more tactical. And that's what, again, this game just absolutely shines, because you can have insane, chaotic, large scale warfare where you're a man in the trenches with a group, you're kind of just moving as a giant horde, and that is just absolutely fantastic. But if you want something a little more tactical, you want to be a bit more involved, you want to be carrying that team, you could do the 32 versus 32, you can do the Counter-Strike style bombs, there's the domination style capture maps, and you can have just so much more of an impact, especially if you've got mates and you can throw together a small squad. You can absolutely turn the tide of those battles, even the large ones. I've had some just insane moments with a small group of guys just running to the back, getting behind enemy lines, throwing down a spawn point, grabbing the back cap, and just absolutely turning that match around. And hey, look, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support. Please do feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, let me know what you guys want to see in these videos. I'm still working out what I'm doing with this channel, kind of making videos here and there, trying to be more consistent, and I'm streaming again on a very inconsistent schedule. So come and check it out if you can. Anyway, Really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Feel free to let me know in the comments. Are you playing this? What's your favorite class? What's your favorite gun? I'm keen to try out some more guns. I've only really played around with a few. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the field.